Alright, folks, so it is day 244 of the year. Time is rolling along. It is also September 1st, and it is big time crunch time. I got on the scale a little while ago, and I am happy to report that I am exactly 60 pounds down in weight as of today. Finally, it was 268.4. So we are right there, and I had a big eating day yesterday. You know, I had those fish sandwiches and French fries, but the day before that, I had the inflammation-fighting foods and the salad and all of that. So throughout this month, I think I'm gonna, kind of combine my techniques a little better. And implement more of that salad situation going through the month. And today I'm going to do that. Now, where we'll be eating, there is no way I can count my calories. And for me to do something like that, I have to have the utmost authoritative expert that I know on the subject matter. And that person is on their way here right now to hang out with us today. I'm very excited about this guest. She is female. Don't worry, I'm not cheating on Janice. This is my big sister that I am happy to share with my audience today, and she has agreed to talk a little bit about her way of eating and losing weight on camera. Now, I know in our 20s, she had gotten pretty heavy set at one time, and at some point in the future, maybe if she'll allow me to, I'll include some photographs of all of that. But this one, she has maintained her weight now for years. She is in her mid-50s. I can't exactly disclose that information, but she's slightly older than me. But she looks young because she keeps herself fit and healthy and young. She probably puts a little more into the exercise part than I do, or I probably will ever do, unless I can go meditating more. Then you may see a big difference in me as far as activity goes. But until that day comes, I ain't buying no extra equipment in the house. I don't have room for it, for one thing, and it just winds up getting to be an eyesore and given away at a later time. I'd rather just, I got a big property. I'd rather just walk around the acreage that I have here. 5 acres is a lot of land, and it can make a heck of a walking track, and I don't have to leave the safety and comfort of my own property to do it. So that is a good thing for me. All right, so y'all stay tuned for this very special guest that I am having today. I will be happy to introduce y'all to my sister Sherry. Come here. All right, folks, so this is my big sister.
Hi.
See how much bigger than me she is? But anyway, today we're going to get some weight loss tips from her and how she keeps her weight under control and has been doing it for years. So y'all stay tuned for that.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Turkey, most all the vegetables except for beets because they taste like dirt. And we got the special salad dressing, and it has no sugar and no carbohydrates.
And only 60 calories per serving. How many servings is in that entire bottle?
I don't know. I have to look and see.
Let me get my glasses on for that one.
But all I know is this is the best sugar-free dressing I've ever tried. And they have barbecue sauce and steak sauce too.
Yeah, I've eaten Jay Higgins when I was doing keto and stuff before. we're gonna give it the good old tree out. You remember the tree outs? I tell my audience all the time about the tree outs. I don't think they remember that reference. But you know what movie that was from, right? So there's mine.
Okay. And I got a whole lot of lettuce.
But we're gonna see how it is. If it's sugar free, and it's what is it called? Sugar free sweet vinaigrette. Okay, so it's a vinaigrette, creamy vinaigrette style dressing.
It's sweet.
I love it.
Me too. The balsamic vinaigrette's good, and the raspberry vinaigrette's good. I like this one. Same brand.
I absolutely love it.
Average is a little over $4 in the South. It's worth it.
Now it tastes like it's loaded with sugar, but it's not.
I love it too. Remember the Cajun chef? Ooh wee. Very good.
So how long you been eating this way?
Most of my life, in order to keep my weight down, I pretty much stick with the resistant starches like broccoli and zucchini, full of vitamins.
And you don't eat no red meat?
No red meat, no beef, and no pork. Chicken, fish, turkey.
How long have you done without red meat, would you think? How many years?
Probably 15 years, something like that. It's been a while. But when my dad and my son make a steak, you would see why. It looks like it's gonna walk off the plate. Literally. I think what turned me against red meat, and it's really bad for you, and it causes mental health problems later on, like dementia, if you eat too much red meat.
Now she knows that because she works as a CNA at a nursing home and deals with a lot of those type of patients.
A lot of dementia patients, and along with people. I work on a rehab unit, which is a mix between the dementia patients and people with broken hips, knees, bones, backs that are there for therapy. And that's what I do. But this is the only way I can really truly keep my weight down. I do eat. This is probably 2 meals for me. Sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach. When I go to a salad bar, definitely are.
Now that's what you eat most of the time is salads, right?
No, I eat a lot of. I make my own soups, and I like steamed broccoli and zucchini, and I make a variety of things. And They do. You can have like a keto, gluten-free pizza. You can make your own crust out of cauliflower, ground turkey, ground chicken, or anything like that. It's really good.
I have to come over to your house one day and we'll make one for the audience.
That sounds good. And it's not really hard or a lot of time consuming. If you use like ground chicken or ground turkey, of course you're going to use egg base. And you can have like almond flour or soft coconut flour, but you don't want to use any kind of white processed flour whatsoever. But it's really good, and you can, or if you pay attention, you can get the pizza sauce. A lot of those, if you look on the ingredients, they don't have added sugar.
Now we're lucky in the fact that this particular restaurant we're eating at now makes cauliflower crust pizzas that you can just order if you don't feel like making it yourself.
A lot of restaurants, they'll either refer to it as gluten-free, but it's made out of cauliflower, and you can buy those at your local Walmart store, Food Line, Eagles. Most grocery stores do sell these, and they do have keto ice cream, so you can have dessert too. They have different flavors.
Now my sister has been keto before keto had a diet name.
Used to be, they called it Atkins, but I feel like that if you eat only meat and cheese, you're not getting the vitamins. You will lose weight, but you can still have as much broccoli and most vegetables don't have that many carbs, not net carbs. A net carb is different than total carbs. And you can have up to 20 net carbs a day. But I like to make my own stuff. I don't care about buying the meal replacement bars or Slim Fast. Or a lot of those will have added salt and stuff that you really don't want a lot of. You have to be careful. And always, to me, real food is better. Keeps you satisfied. Especially if you eat broccoli and a lot of other vegetables and not just meat and cheese. And then you don't get that rundown feeling like you would with a regular Atkins Phase 1 diet.
Now I learned from her a long time ago that just eating this way fights inflammation, and it also helps aid in digestion. So when you get prepared to do a weigh-in, it actually helps your numbers on the scale. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. The best time to do a weigh-in is after you first get up in the morning or evening, and it depends on what hours you work. So as soon as you get up in the morning is the best time to actually weigh yourself. Because during the day, if you're going to have any excess bloating or anything, or fluid retention, it would be later in that day.
I talk about you and Carol, and I talk about Carol Pass, that's our other sister, and how I learned to diet through the both of y'all, but y'all practice different styles, and Carol struggled more like I do with weight than you do.
Well, I realized that
But when she did lose weight, it was through fasting, right?
it was. But you can do a lot. You can. I do intermediate fasting. I do not eat after 6 o'clock because I work from 7 a to 7 p. And you don't want to eat and then go to bed. But You burn more calories and you do sleep better if you don't eat before bedtime.
So back in the 70s and 80s, our grandparents, they would feed us when they'd pick us up on Wednesday night, but they would not allow you to eat anything in their house after a certain time. That was a no-no to Mama and Papa, I wasn't.
It was. And they ate at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, which I basically do, unless I'm going to bed at midnight. But I still pretty well do not eat after 6 o'clock in the evening.
And that gives your body time to adjust between those times of eating, to get rid of some food and calories and some inflammation as well.
Because that's when you heal. Mainly is when you build muscle and your body heals is when you're sleeping. So you do want to drink plenty of fluid, especially water. But this is obviously Diet Pepsi, which I like to splurge on this, but I do drink a whole lot of water too. And black coffee. My breakfast is actually bullet coffee, which is funny.
Here's something I tell my audience all the time, now that you bring up Diet Pepsi. A lot of experts out there, so-called experts, try to say that it affects your weight. Has it ever affected your weight when you got ready to lose?
No.
Exactly.
And my favorite is Dr. Pepper Zero. And I do drink a few of those, but I make sure I drink water. No, it does not. I prefer the stevia products, but this is probably aspartame. But it still has 0 calories and 0 sugar. And that's the main thing.
And a good old dose of caffeine.
Exactly. Yeah, black coffee is really good too.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I talk about.
I do drink bullet coffee, which is black coffee with ghee, which is clarified butter, and a tablespoon of extra virgin coconut oil, which those kinds of fat actually aid in burning fat, which certain fats are very good and healthy, like avocado oil, almond oil. Not so much, but I like the coconut oil because of the taste. The avocado oil is good, and so is olive oil, which those are good healthy fats, and they actually help burn belly fat. For me, it's not so much my stomach; it would always go to my hips, but it burns there too, and pretty much burns all over. So you do want some healthy fats. And it also helps in not aiding in retention. And it's good for your joints and your skin. So you get a lot of benefits. And people, it does aid in helping avoid a lot of dementia.
So there you have it from my top expert herself. Alright, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Alright, folks, so it is the end of the day. And I spent the entire day with my sister. She came over about 10 a.m. Rode with me to take Haley to her school program. And then we sat down and had that wonderful salad from one of our favorite restaurants that we have eaten at for years. Excuse me. Drinking Diet Pepsi. And for some reason it's wanting to come out now. Now her style and mine are different. I focus mainly on the calories only, so I can eat whatever the heck I want. But that does not mean I cannot implement those methods that she was talking about into my personal diet to fight off the inflammation that I get from eating those more calorie dense foods like that fried fish sandwich that I had yesterday. The sandwich is. And I still wound up dropping a pound this morning. Sorry I didn't show you that on the scale, but I'm saving that weigh in for next Wednesday, and I'm hoping to keep that downward trend going by implementing and practicing some of what she suggests here. Now, she's pretty strict keto, as you can tell. And I have been there, and I have done that, and I come to a slowdown, but it was different for me because I did a lot more of the not so strict keto. I would make like the mug cakes and different things such as that. I'm trying to figure out what. Yeah, I made a lot of that and a lot of chaffles. Probably ate too much of the bars that they sell, especially the one that tastes like an Almond Joy. Probably did a little too much of that stuff where I failed in that aspect. She does not. She actually, does it in a more strict way, as you can tell. She did give me a container of soup that she eats. It was frozen, and I got a big container of that in my freezer now, which we will give a good old tree out tomorrow and see how it is. But this afternoon, I ate a frozen Marie Callender dinner, the country fried chicken with mashed potatoes and corn. That is something that she would definitely steer clear of, but for me, I'm all about the frozen food diet and the calories. But I can tell you, after having that salad, it had the exact same effect as that sweet and spicy chicken stir fry salad that I have been making and eating the past couple of days. Now, that is something she would probably eat for sure, but I know she would eat it with the nightshade and the winter vegetables in there, with the cauliflower and the broccoli and the mixed bell pepper and onion, because she had all of that on her plate today. Now, she did have some cheese on her salad. I steered clear of it today because of the fact that I know that I would be eating more of what I like to eat in the evening. I said I was going to do that as an OMAD today, but after, that salad done its job, I dropped a lot of water. A lot. And I felt like I needed something a little more. I think part of my problem too is I would eat that type of way so much so often with the salads all the time that my body just adjusted to it to a point where I wasn't losing no more excess water. So hopefully I can combine my method along with her method and get more successful results going forward throughout the month of September. So that is the plan for me going forward. Like I said, we hung out from 10 a.m. till somewhere around 6 p.m. this afternoon, and we had a ball. We had a blast. And to be honest with you, we hadn't hung out like this in quite a few years. This was a very rare occurrence for us to hang out this way. And that is sad, but our lifestyles are very different. Working as a CNA in a nursing home definitely is a time-consuming job, and And you know how tight my schedule is, being on the road as much as I am. We barely had an hour to squeak that meal in between everything that I got going on. And I was just fortunate enough that she had the time of day to spend with me and share in her weight loss secrets. To me, it seems like the diet is kind of a pescatarian. She says she ate chicken, vegetables, fish, stuff like that, and that's pescatarian for sure. She definitely steers clear of anything breaded or fried, and definitely the white starches. She does not consume any of those things. So she's very adamant about it too. And I know if I was to implement that as a lifestyle, that I would definitely have results. But my journey is different, to the point where I want to lose it on a calorie deficit, eating the foods that I like to eat, zigzagging back and forth. But I do realize now, especially after last Friday when I made that buffalo stir fry salad, that is definitely a way to shed that water. And Subway helped with that too, a lot when I was doing the sub fasting. But it's not realistic to eat subs all the time, but it is very realistic to make a salad situation like that and be able to focus on that as part of a two-med situation for me. I'm not sure how many calories was in that salad, but if I had to guess, it's definitely lower in calorie than the buffalo sweet and spicy buffalo chicken salad that I have eaten over the past couple times on video. Alright, so this is getting long. Hope you enjoyed my special guest today. I know I did, and we hope to have her back and be able to discuss more stuff and such with her. Alright, folks, till tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.